what we're going to do, we've got another one of these to take a look at. Let's see what's inside. So what we have here, as you can see from the top, it's another Vostok. Look at that. This is a 160271 Vostok Amphibia. As you can see, I've already resized it. The usual stuff, like you know, setting the time and passport, warranty stamp, sort of thing. Now this bracelet is slightly different to the normal one. I don't know if I can get that out. No, I can't. This is a T-bar bracelet, which means it has like it looks like a little T, an italic T. Oh, there you go. Come on, focus, you stupid thing. As you can see, it hasn't got a red tennis ball second hand, it's got a blue. It's got blue markings on the bezel. Yep, bi-directional, left or right. It's got matte brushed. It's kind of like an 060, but it's not quite if you look. Even though it's got the T-bar, it is still like considered a solid link. Swirly B on the brace, on the buckle or clasp. Screw down crown. It is automatic. It's a 2416 automatic. But it can be hand wound as well. Date is at the 6, which is unusual for a Vostok, as opposed to the 3 or the 4 position. And it has quite a good loom. Let's just bring the loom up, shall we? Can you, I don't know if you can see the brightness of the blue there now. There we go, look at that. How about that then? As you see, you've got loom only on the non-numbered things. If you look at the arrangement of the numbers as well, apparently that's like what they call the U-boat configuration, which is very similar to my U-boat 1001, which has got the numbers in the same configuration. As you can see, that's lovely loom, that is. 22mm lugs, none fitted. You know, these ain't curved ends or anything like that, it's just a standard one. It is technically a tonneau. If you look there, it's got like a shroud that covers the ends, that makes it a tonneau. If you compare it with an 060, you can see where they got their styling from. But where this is completely curvy, as you can see, that or rather the flat on the side is more pronounced. And again, I'm saying that, yes, on the 160, the flat bit between my fingers there is more, it's larger than it is on the 060. So look at that. It's very comfy on the wrist. Give me a second, I'll give you a better view. As you can see, it's really quite nice, isn't it? I like it. I'm quite liking the 160 shaped case. So I'm not really a fan of the full octagonals. This is very nice. You know, and I like the bezel on it as well, and the bezel's picked out in like there's a red section, and the other dots are blue with black like numbers. So I will show you something as well. I bought a couple of these bracelets because these bracelets are 99 roubles on Commandersky.com, which is equivalent 99p. So I bought 2 spares. There's one, and I put the other one on this. Don't that look cool? That's look the business. I mean, I can always put the NATO back on, but you know, looking at that, you know, as you can see, I'm quite pleased with those. I haven't wound this one up, the 090 one, but it's the same sort of like shape at the bottom. Oh, there you go. Right, we'll take this onto the up view and we'll talk some more about it there. So, there you go. Look at that. I'm preferring this sort of bracelet and style than over my other 2 recent acquisitions. And I'm thinking of transferring this one onto the 420 GRU. This one. I think this one will look very nice with that on it. As you can see, that's the fitted down the end there. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have a lot of 22mm stuff, but I think that is really, you know, I mean, I don't know why these are like so cheap, but there you go. Oh, that is pretty cool. Now I've still got one more watch to do video wise. I've got a box of, I don't know, like, wait, I just opened the lid of box of like a job lot I bought off of eBay, and I've got my very, like, you know, I'll give you a glance at it, but this thing is a bloody weight. Look at that. That is a King Dick Aviation torque wrench. How about that? We'll review that in better detail elsewhere. But I mean, it's all been going on a bit, like, you know. I mean, it all turned up at once, sort of thing, like, you know. So I'm quite enjoying that. Right, but we're here to talk about this Amphibia. It's 200 meters guaranteed. I mean, these things have been tested to destruction to 800 meters. You know, it was a standard Vostok Amphibia. It was used in a simulated submarine rescue off the seabed, and it was 800 meters that it started to actually leak. And then it kind of all collapsed in upon itself. So anything up to 800 meters is good for usually. I mean, all the sealing is done there, and through the case back. So I've been like messing around with all my bits and pieces. Like, I do like that bracelet. That is just so manly. I mean, you know, it's just like, boy, it's like a punched fist on you. It's like a clenched fist on your bloody arm, isn't it? Well, I mean, that's a clenched fist on your arm, but like, you know what I'm trying to say. So there you go. And of course, there's that as well. Yeah, I think that was the thing that was quite missing from my 090 that I built. Was having the right size strap. There we are. Look at that. So, I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, I've got 10 amphibias. Look at that. Doesn't take long. Oh, you know, that's just amphibias. Like, I've got many more. Like, you know, 119 on the bottle green strap. I love it. These things are very rare. 119s. If you ever come across a 22mm lugged version of this, right, and it says on the back where it says 200 meters there, right, and it says 300 meters there, you've got an incredibly rare watch. Right, you know, easily get that for easily do that for $1,000. I bought Paracord, right, because I'm thinking of making. I'm just like doing, you know, doing something cool to it. If you can see that. Bit difficult to show you, but you know. Hold up a minute. You see that? It's not playing. It is glowing. Unfortunately, it's not glowing well enough for the phone to pick up. I'd have to be in total pitch darkness on it. So anyway, but this is was it £1.50 or something off eBay? It's Paracord. Because I'm experimenting with making one of these Paracord like watch straps, and I was thinking this would be ideal. Nice, it's got a buckle on it. Like, oh yeah, oh look, it's glowing now. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sever it there, give me the halfway point, and then I'm going to seal it up, and then I'm going to thread through the appropriate bits. I'm going to make like put like some spring bars, and then have it flat on me, you know, and then that will give me like some Paracord. I'm quite pleased with that. It doesn't have to be that colour. I'm just bought that because it's experimenting with it, and I love anything that glows in the dark, right, you know. Take a look at that. That is very nice. So here we go. Vostok Amphibia 160271. If like, link in the description if you fancy one yourself. These 160s, like, you know, they don't stay around long. They go into, like, you know, out of sale quite quickly at Commodores because they're quite popular. And it comes with its dinky little box and everything, which I'll be putting up there with its brethren. So I've pretty much, like, you know, reached where I want to be with Soviet watches and that part of collecting. I'm always up for what's it, something that I haven't got, but like I'm just not focusing so much on that now because, you know, I've bought a Pulsar Chronograph which has got a broken stem, and I found a stem for it for £1 from China, so all I've got to do now is find a crown for it, and then I've got myself a Pulsar VD53 based, which is a Seiko. It's like kind of a dark brown finish, very very nice, clean, dressy, in a chrome case, like, you know, it's on its original strap. I still haven't done this. This is the Pulsar V600. There's something not right inside. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's not. It's everything's there. Everything checks out. So I put it on the multimeter, right? But it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Right, let's put it onto right. It's supposed to go zero itself to like the 12 o'clock position and everything. So you do that, and it does that for a bit, like which is going like normally. And that's all it does. So let me just show you. It's very difficult because of the camera angle. So this is the dancing hands function. You can see that. Now I've set this to 12 o'clock so many times and it's just totally lost itself. There it goes, it's going into time mode now. As a timekeeper, it's really good. As you can see, it needs some work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sub-dial, the hand on the pulsar off of the other movement, and then I'm just going to take the whole movement out. So it's quite modular in that respect, and I'm going to put the pulsar in, which I do know is keeping time. And if the pulsar works, then I'll just keep the pulsar and then it'll be like, you know, it's exactly the same case and everything. You know, it's a shame. And then I can get to work on this. I have got two movements, one partly dismantled, one completely complete. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to dismantle using the very frugal drawings that Seiko have provided. So, all that effort to get this, and the person said it was working. Yeah. If you believe all these people, a bit sad to hear Nicholas Linda's son died. Like, you know, I was a bit disappointed in that. The Reliance bloody up the wall. It's got a blown exhaust, and it's like, you know, it's just playing up. Like, it's got no power. You know, it may be the end of the road for the Reliant. Yeah, I don't know. So, you know, we shall see. I mean, we're going to see if it's the manifold that's gone, or it's the exhaust, or it's the joint between the manifold and the exhaust. I'm not so sure. Like, I put a new exhaust on it. I mean, a new exhaust is about 70 quid. I mean, it's not the most expensive thing in the world. I'm just hoping it's something easily fixed rather than, you know, finding a manifold and all the bollocks. I mean, I've got the gaskets and the studs and everything for it, so that's not a problem either. But you know, it's finding the actual manifold itself that's going to be the problem. So we shall take it from there, because his MOT, I'm going to arrange for its MOT for next week, so that runs out on the 26th. So get that down there. I'm going to, like I say, look, put things right, make it run nice, you know, make it sing again, you know, and give it another year's worth of health. Right, I hope this finds you well. It's all, like, you know, all going, you know, well, not exactly like swimmingly, but like, you know, I mean, I had a nail taken off my neck today, like, you know, from like yesterday from housing benefits, so that's a good bit of news. Like, they've reverted there, like, out of hand, like, you know, we're going to take all your extra cash, sort of thing, right, which I'm pleased about. So that's something. I'm just hoping for next week, like, I'm going to see if I can speak to my GP and, you know, get started on all that again, because I get all that, you know, go to hospital and all the things shoved up everywhere. So, last glimpse. It is a lovely watch. I'm pleased with that. It fits snugly. And it is automatic. It's got a nice rotary sound. You probably won't be able to pick it up. It sounds like a pea. If you was to like rotate a pea in an empty tin, you know, it just kind of like makes that, or a marble. It's got that sort of like firm sound. Right? But then I've got no complaints with any of the three Vostok autos here. Right. So, right. Stay safe. stay legal, look after yourselves. Gary, have an extra kebab tonight on me, because we know you want one, and I will catch you in the next one. Toodle pipski.